What's going on, folk? It's your boy. Just wanting to do a little recap, a little week 2 recap. Don't mind the Miami Heat jersey. You know, it's my cousin gave this to me a couple years ago. Just something I be wearing around the house. You know what Miami is doing is really impressive. Anyway, oh yeah, it's my cousin birthday today too. Happy birthday, nigga. Anyway, let's see. Where do we start off? I'm not looking at any stats or anything like that. I'm just going pretty much off the top of the dome. But, geez, week 2 was a nightmare when it came to injuries. An absolute nightmare. Saquon Barkley, torn ACL, done. Um, Nick Bosa, 49ers were hit hard. 49ers, Nick Bosa, torn ACL, done. I think what Solomon Thomas, torn ACL, done. My boys, my Broncos, Cortland Sutton, torn ACL, done. Christian McCaffrey out for a month. That's just one of many like significant injuries. Jimmy Garoppolo has a high ankle sprain. He had to leave. My quarterback, Drew Lock, sprained MC joint in his shoulder, so he's out for 2 to 6 weeks. Just the injury bug just hit big time. I hope you guys don't ever poo-poo on preseason again. Preseason is needed. It's needed, and we're seeing it. I'm not surprised by all of these injuries because you know there was no preseason. There was no OTA, so it doesn't really surprise me. But now, as far as the results of the game, let me just get this out the way. How dumb is the Atlanta Falcons? Like, how stupid? Like, how do you blow? Like, you pulled the Super Bowl all over again by blowing that game to Dallas. And what gets on my nerves is these ignorant ass, annoying ass, dumb ass Cowboy fans are gonna be pumping their chest out, acting like they just won the Super Bowl, bruh. Let me help you get this through your head. You have a lot of talent. You always do. And it's not going to matter. This game against the Falcons, what happened is you ran into an idiotic team. I mean, I didn't have, this does nothing for me as far as my belief that the Cowboys are going to be what everybody always tries to make them out to be. What it does is make me realize maybe I shouldn't have had the Falcons as being my dark horse team in the NFC. So Dallas won, and I mean, they may still win the division because the Eagles right now, Carson Wentz is playing like crap. Philly lost to the Rams. The Rams are sneaky good, particularly in that NFC West division. The Cardinals beat the DC Dickich. Look out for Kyler Murray. Look out. Look out for Kyler. Look out for the Cardinals. They are coming to get some folks. Green Bay beat Detroit. We knew that was going to happen. The Buffalo is 2-0. They beat Miami, which was actually a pretty entertaining game. Also, the Chiefs beat the Chargers in overtime. That was entertaining as well. On a 58-yard field goal. And who else? My Broncos. I'm not telling. I will tell anybody else not to panic, even if you're 0-2. Don't panic. Even the Eagles, don't panic because out of the one silver lining about y'all game yesterday is considering how many people took major league injuries yesterday. Philadelphia wasn't one of them. None that I've heard. So and Dallas is going to lose to Seattle next week, and maybe the Philly is going to have to beat the Bengals, but Dallas is going to lose next week. So who else? Oh, the Bears are 2-0. Ain't that some shit? Mitch Trubisky. But am I sold on the Bears? No, not at all. But back to my point before I got off topic. I said my Broncos are 0-2. If I say 0-2, don't panic. Don't panic. Now, unless you're a Bronco fan, I hate to say it, Bronco fans, our season is over. It's done. Already. It's done. It's done. And I give us credit for the way we fought against Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon, you got to pick up that blitz, bro, on 4th and 2. But our season is done. We just lost our best receiver. What I would advise John Elway, 2 things I would advise John Elway to do. 2 things. One, for the remainder of this season, I think you need to call Demaryius Thomas. He belongs back in Denver. He's a free agent. We're down our best receiver. Call Demaryius Thomas and sign him, at least for the rest of the season. The second thing you can do, John Elway, is as soon as free agency hits at the end of this season, sign Cam Newton. I don't want to hear shit about no Drew Lock or nothing like that. Sign Cam Newton. Just sign him to he'll be 32 next season. Sign him to a 3-year deal. Or sign him to a 4-year deal like you did with Peyton Manning back in 2012. But sign Cam Newton immediately. As soon as 1 second after the free agency starts, sign Cam Newton. And which leads me to the next game. Seattle and New England was a show. I think Russell Wilson, I think that he will probably win MVP this season. It's still a little too early to tell, but he's playing great. Cam was great yesterday. Even in defeat, Cam was awesome yesterday. Well, last night against the Patriots. So, but Seattle is 2-0. New England is 1-1. Who else? I said Green Bay beat Detroit. We knew that was going to happen. I said that Bears lost to the Giants. So what? Ain't nobody sold on the Bears. Tampa Bay beat Carolina. Tom Brady played okay. I mean, first half he looked like vintage Tom Brady. Second half, not so much. But they still won. As again, Christian McCaffrey's out for a month now with the Panthers. Let's see, who else played? Let me think. Said Arizona won. Arizona won. Kansas City won. Baltimore, they kept it moving against the Texans, man. The Texans is gonna still take them a couple of games offensively to get in sync because of the no preseason. I still have them winning the AFC South, even though Tennessee's looking strong because they did win yesterday. Jacksonville is actually surprisingly playing very well, as they very well could have beat Tennessee yesterday. But I still have the Texans winning that division. But I'm going to tell you what, the Texans defense sucks. They really do. They suck. And their schedule doesn't get any easier. So yeah, I know there's a few more games that I'm just not thinking of at this moment. Let's see, I covered the Eagles, covered the Cowboys, covered the Giants, covered the Dickish, covered let's see, I said Green Bay won. They beat Detroit. New Orleans and the Raiders play tonight. I might have covered everybody. Said Tampa Bay won. Oh, I think I covered everybody. You know, like I said, if your team is 0-2, still don't panic unless you're a Denver Broncos fan. And a 49ers fan, because I said it on my podcast. I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers missed the playoffs. Bruh. They got hit hard. I mean, they were out there without what? Garoppolo got hurt. Raheem Mostert, after running for an 80-yard touchdown, he got hurt. Bosa's out. Solomon Thomas is out. Richard Sherman already wasn't playing. Like, they are hit. They are hit. So, but anyway, it's your boy. I'm going to see y'all in a bit. All right.